Welcome to SSR Pharma Media, your trusted source for pharma knowledge. Decode the Pharmaceutics MCQs made simple. Today we are going to discuss about filtration part 1. Prepare, practice, succeed. So under the preparations, we are divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. And under the part 1, today we are going to discuss about mechanism of filtration, theory of filtration, filter aids. So remaining the equipment, membrane filter, sintered glass filters and all we will discuss forthcoming videos. So filtration is the separation of solid from fluid using a porous medium that retains solids and left fluids pass. So we must know about the difference between filtration, clarification and ultrafiltrations. So filtration means, it's a definition, separation of solid particles from liquids or gas. Clarification means it's a removal of very small amount of solid particles from liquids. So ultrafiltration means separation using semi-permeable membrane. And is the principle of this, its principle is mainly uses porous medium and similar to filtrations only, and membrane separation under pressure, and solid content any amount not exceeding 0.1% solids, very fine particles or colloids. So driving forces are gravity, vacuum, pressure. So usually gravity or mild pressures involved, applied high pressure, and medium used filter paper membranes. Here the fine filter medias are used, semi-permeable membranes are used. Purpose, so general separation, clear liquid with low turbidity, removal of dissolved or colloidal substances. Output of this filtration is filtrates and residue will get it, clear liquid will get it, and concentrated solutions and permeate get it. So mainly it's application of this pharma, chemical and water treatment. It's mainly clarification of liquids, protein purifications and biotechnological separations. It's mainly used ultrafiltrations. The key terms: filter medium, filter cake, filtrate. So filter medium means it's a porous material that retains solids. Filter cake means the solid collected on the filter paper. Filtrate means clear liquid passing through filters. So staining removes large visible particles, uses coarse filters like muslin, cotton wool. Filtration is defined as, so the answer is options B, separation of solid from a fluid using porous medium. Which process is specifically used to remove very small amounts of suspended particles from liquids? So option B, clarification. Ultrafiltration primarily operates based on which principle? So option C, membrane separation under pressure. Which of the following driving forces is commonly used in standard filtration? So option B, gravity, vacuum or pressure. The term filtrate refers to, so option B, liquid that passes through filter. Which process is best suited for protein purification in biotechnology? Option C, ultrafiltration. What is the filter cake? So option C is the answer, solid deposited on the filter medium. Staining differs from filtration because it, option C, removes large visible particles using coarse filters. Which of the following correctly matches the process with its output? So option C is the correct matches. Ultrafiltrations, concentrate plus permeate. So remaining and all does not matches. So next we'll discuss about the filtrations, surface filtration, types of filtration, surface filtration, depth filtrations. There are two types of filtrations. First, surface filtrations are also called as screen filtration. It works by blocking particles at the surface pores. Mechanism of this is straining and impingement. Depth filtration, it is the particles are trapped within the filter medium channel. Example, entanglement. Example, ceramic filter and sintered filters. So in the surface filtration, separation occurs mainly due to option C, screening action of pores. Which of the following mechanism is not involved in surface filtration? Option C, entanglement. So remaining other and all, it is involved in the surface filtrations. So except entanglement. Depth filtration is characterized by option C, penetration of slurry into the filter medium. The primary mechanism involved in depth filtration is, so option B, entanglement. Which of the following is an example of depth filtration? Option C, ceramic filter. In depth filtration, particles are retained when option C, particles is larger than the void channels inside the medium. Which statement correctly differentiate surface and depth filtration? Option B, surface filtration retains particles on the surface. Depth filtration traps within medium. So next we will discuss about mechanism of filtration. So mechanism, there are four types: straining, impingement, entanglement, attractive forces. Straining means it's a large particles are blocked by small pores of the filter. Impingement, particles with momentum hit the filter and get trapped. Entanglement is small particles get caught within the fiber network. Attractive forces, the particles stick to the filter due to the forces. So due to electrostatic force. Which mechanism of filtration involves particles being unable to pass due to smaller pore size of the filter medium? So option C, straining. In which mechanism do particles strike the filter medium due to their momentum? Option C, impingement. Entanglement occurs when option C, particles is smaller than pore size. Attractive forces in filtrations are mainly responsible for option B, retaining particles due to electrostatic interaction. So next we will discuss about theory of filtration. So theory of filtration is mainly involving in the three equations: Poiseuille equations, Darcy equations, Cosenzi-Kármán equations. So first is the Poiseuille equations are, the filtration is similar to streamline flow of a liquid through capillaries under pressure. So this is the equation, expression of this equations, you read it carefully. So abbreviation of this each terms. So Darcy equation concept is incorporate factors affecting the rate of filtrations in porous beds. So the rate of filtrations affecting the rate of filtrations means it's involving the Darcy equations. Streamline flow of liquid through capillary under pressure means it's a Poiseuille equations. So it's very important. Based on this concept, they are asking the MCQs for different competitive exams. So rate of filtration means is a Darcy equations. And modification of Poiseuille equations for porous bed using additional parameters called Concise-Harman equations. So each equations there are expressions and each words there are abbreviations are given. So Poiseuille's equations assumes filtration as, so option B, streamline, that means laminar flow through capillaries. According to Poiseuille's equation, the rate of filtration is directly proportional to, option C, pressure differences. Darcy equation introduced which additional factors compared to Poiseuille equations? So option B, surface area of filter bed. Concise-Harman equation includes which additional parameter? Option B, porosity of filter cake. So next, filter aids and functions of the filter aids. So filter aids means it's a substance added mainly 0.1 to 0.5% to reduce filtration resistant, help filtrate to flow easily. So main functions of filter aids are prevent clogging of filter medium, form porous permeable cake, and improve filtration speed, used mainly in clarifications of liquids or solid discarded. And advantages and disadvantages of filter aid materials. So filter aid materials mainly used cellulose, asbestos, carbon, diatomaceous earth, also called as silica, perlite. So this is the combination of cellulose. Chemical composition of cellulose is a cellulose. So it is high purity, coarse, pre-coat, chemical resistant, and it's expensive. Asbestos is aluminosilicate, good retention on coarse screen, is a soluble in acids or alkalis, compressible cake. Carbon is the chemical compositions are carbon, suitable for strong alkali and solution, expensive, coarse grades only. Diatomaceous earth is also called as silica, various size, good for fine filtration, slightly soluble in acids or alkali. Perlite is a combination of silica and aluminosilicate. It's a wide range size range. It's soluble and compressible cake formation takes place. Filter aids are generally added in what concentration range? So option C, 0.1 to 0.5%. The primary purpose of adding filter aids is to, option B, reduce filtration resistance. Filter aids are mainly used in, so option C, clarification. Which of the following is not a function of filter aids? Option D, increases chemical reactivity. Which property is essential for an ideal filter aid? Option C, chemical inertness. Which of the following is a chemical commonly used filter aid? Option B, diatomaceous earth. It's also called as silica based. Which filter aid is composed mainly of cellulose? So option C, cellulose. So cellulose is based on the filter, mainly high purity, chemical resistant. The major disadvantage of asbestos as a filter aid is option C, solubility in acids and alkalis. Which filter aid is most suitable for strong alkaline solution? So option B, carbon. Diatomaceous earth is mainly composed of, so answer in the comment box. So join in our WhatsApp community, you'll get hands-on material and you'll check the YouTube, you will get series of videos for your test purpose. So thank you, like, subscribe and share.